I think it's pretty ironic that about a year ago today, my biggest video on my channel was released, where I talked about the DCU Justice League, and today I'm talking about the new James Gunn Superman movie. If you've been living under a rock, underneath another rock, that was struck by an EMP, the new DCU officially started last week with the release of Superman. Being the second project from the new universe, with Creature Commando serving as a sort of prelude to what was to come, Superman does a great job at setting the tone of the universe, as well as establishing an already lived-in universe that other heroes are established in. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right into the review.
It was fun. When we were drinking, it was fun. When we were drunk, it was fun. When we
Alright, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Most of this review is pretty much word for word what I said on Letterboxd, but that's not because I'm lazy. It's just because I feel like I nailed everything I wanted to say on there off my initial reaction. And I just added small tweaks here and there to get everything I wanted to say out there. I saw someone say, this may not be a perfect movie, but it is a perfect adaptation. And I couldn't agree more. The world is so colorful and full of life and feels like you as an audience member is stepping directly into a comic book. And that's just something James Gunn does so well in all of his films. James Gunn has also stated multiple times how Superman is his favorite superhero and how important it was to nail the essence of who he exactly was. The whole cast does a great job, but I'm gonna give a standing ovation to David Cornsweet, as he just simply embodies what it means to be both Clark Kent and Superman. The moral dilemma he faces regarding the events that happen in the film is just displayed so well, and David gives an incredible performance of someone who deeply just wants to help anybody that he can. Also, shout out to Nicholas Hoult, as he gives us the performance of a lifetime to one of the greatest haters ever put to fiction. Like, I've never seen hating to that standard, and it made me realize I am not hating to my full potential. Also, Rachel Brosnahan does a great job at portraying all the layers beneath Lois Lane that I just don't think we got in some of the previous films. I particularly love that one-take action scene of Mr. Terrific taking out all the guards at the Luthor Corp camp. I just thought the stunt choreography as well as the camera movement was just such a creatively shot scene, and I was in awe on my first initial watch. It also suddenly got real dusty in my theater for some reason whenever Pa Kent and Clark had that talk on the porch. I don't know why that happened, but it was super odd. That's why my eyes were watering. No other reason. No other reason at all. And shout out Jimmy, because I ain't know bro was pulling like that. He had every woman he interacted with weak in the knees, like they could hardly speak. They lose all control and something takes over. Am I just thinking SWV? But look, with all that being said, that does not mean that this movie does not have its faults. I do think that some characters weren't underutilized, but weren't given as much time to develop within the runtime of the movie. And while I did like a lot of the shots within the film, there were some that just weren't the greatest, and same thing goes for the VFX. But look, I do think that the good significantly outweighs the bad, and the DCU was off to an incredible start with its first film. This movie is just super, man. You see what I did there? You see it. You see. Okay, my bad. But overall, I give this movie a 9 out of 10.
Knowledge is worth many sacrifices. That isn't one of them.
Very funny, Lois.
Oh my God, he's so fine.
So he's better than you?
Yes.
And stacks more paper and gets more hoes than you, nigga?
Absolutely.
Okay, but where do I think the DCU is headed after Superman? Well, first off, I think that Ultraman is definitely coming back in the future as Bizarro, without a doubt in my mind, but there's a lot left to explore with these characters. A lot of the Justice Gang characters have a lot more development in store for them, so I fully expect to see them in some of these other upcoming projects. Like, I know a few of them are coming back in Peacemaker Season 2, which we saw in that first teaser trailer a while back, but I know Guy is going to have a role in the Lantern show, so I'm curious to see where Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, and Isabella Merced's Hawkgirl show up in the future. I also think that there was a lot left to be explored within the Daily Planet, as I don't even think Ron Troop had any speaking lines, so I do expect either a Daily Planet show or Jimmy Olsen spinoff. And like I told some of my friends, I thought it would be extremely funny if they had a Daily Planet show with David in it as Clark Kent, and every episode he makes some excuse to leave and do Superman stuff, and we just don't see Clark again until either the next episode or the end of that particular one. Supergirl's appearance at the end of the movie, I think, just builds a whole lot of interest for her upcoming movie, and it sets up the events for what's going to happen in that movie perfectly. I still need to pick up my Women of Tomorrow comic because I have not read it yet, and I don't want to watch a video about it because I want to fully experience the reading. So that is up and coming, but I'm excited for Supergirl's future in the DCU, and it should answer some questions that people may have regarding the lineage of Krypton and like the House of Elves, especially regarding that message that both Zor-El and Clark's or Kal-El's mom left for him in the film that we saw. You know, that big change. As this Gods and Monsters phase continues to unravel, we will see where the overarching story is headed, but right now I'm just glad we were able to get such a phenomenal Superman movie. Thanks again for watching this video. If you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe to the channel for future uploads. If you liked what I said in this video, then tap into an episode of my podcast, Tendencies, wherever you happen to find podcasts. I'm Jay Reese, and I'll see you next time.